We were doing the techniques of integration. In that, we had done integration by substitution. Now we will start with the integration by parts. Let me explain how we solve it. If there are the two functions in integration, the question u and v, and we have to integrate them with respect to x, in that case, we have the simple formula. First thing would be we keep the first function, then integrate the second function v upon dx minus, we will integrate, entire thing means du upon dx. Du is the first function, differentiation of the first function, and then integration of the second function with respect to x, and then integration of the entire, this one. I think if you will write this formula 2 or 3 times, or you will do the questions and then write this, you will able to recall it, and we will be able to remember that. Easy to learn. Now, over here, the question is, or the trick is, I will say, which one would be your first function? Because I can write v upon u integration of dx, or I can write u v integration of dx. Now, which one would be my first function? To whom I have to write it first and then integrate v? And then du upon dx or dv upon dx? Which of the function would be your first function? How to select the first function for the integration by parts is using the simple rule, is a ILATE. ILATE rule. I means inverse trigonometric, L is a logarithm, A for algebraic, T is for trigonometric, and E is for exponential. The best part in your BCom honors as of now, you don't have inverse trigonometric in your syllabus. It's not there. Even you don't have the trigonometry. So you have left out with only 3 parts. That's a logarithm, algebraic, and exponential. We can say we have only L, A, and E. You have to decide this is the first function. If there is a 2 function, one is L and another is E, then you will start with the L first. The L will be your first function and E would be your second function. If it is like A and E, in that case, A would be your first function and E would be your second function, right? Because it's L, A, E, right? This is logarithm. I think it's clear. First thing you will decide is a log, then algebraic, and it is exponential. You will follow the same rule. Suppose, let's take some questions and then you will understand. Suppose you have to underroot x multiply by log x. You have 2 functions. Now, which one? I can write it as a log x into x dx, or the way the question is given, x log x dx. I can write x as a u, or I can write log x as a u, or x as a u. So I have to take a call which one would be my first function. And as we know the rule, which one would be our first function? We all know is LAE. L is a log, A is algebraic function, and E exponential is not given. So in this case, my first function would be log x, and second function would be x. I think it's clear. Now, when we are integrating by parts, or I can write integrating in the exam, better to write this line. Integrating by parts, consider u as log x and v as x. I think it's clear. Now, when I say u into v dx, you know the formula. What's the formula is? First of all, write the first function, integrate the second function with respect to x, subtract, integrate the entire one. First of all, write du upon dx, integrate second function, close, and then dx. I think it's a formula. Now solve it. I can write x log x dx equals to, first of all, first जो मेरा first function था was the log x. So I will write, or I can say, just give me a second. I can write it in this way. I want my first function to be written first. Log x into x dx. I can write it. I can write, sorry, u. This is my u. I'm considering this is as u and this is as v. So I can say u as it is means log x. Integrate the second function, which is x dx, minus integrate, substitute du upon dx. U is my first function, which is the log x upon dx. I will integrate my second function as it is, and I will close it, and it would be dx. I think it's clear. Now we know I will write simply, I will simply write log x is as it is. It would be x square upon 2. Integrating of x is 2 minus integrating. First of all, I will solve it. Differentiate log x would be 1 upon x. I think. Is it clear? Then differentiating it would be integrating it what I have done, 1 upon x, it would be dx. Let it keep it be as a d. It would be 1 dx. It would be 1. I can do it. I can say x square upon 2 log x minus x square upon 2 into 2 is 4 plus c. It would be x square upon 2 log x minus x square upon 4 plus c would be your answer. I think it's clear. Because what I have done is, first of all, 1 upon x and integrate. Sorry, I have done it directly. Let me solve it first properly for you. 1 upon x, differentiating would be x square upon 2. And it would be dx. Right? X would be cutting this one. It would be log x into x square upon 2 minus, again integrating x upon 2 into dx. It would be x square upon 2 is 4. I think it's clear now. Log x minus, I will integrate it. It would be x square upon 2, already 2. Right? Plus it would be there. Now solve it. It would come out to be this one. X square upon 2 log x minus x square 4. Clear? By parts? Now we come to the next question. Next question says x ex. Now again we have to take a call. Which one would be my first function, the second function? As we know, LAE, log arithmetic and exponential, algebraic and my exponential. I think it's clear. Algebraic हमारा कौन सा है? X है. And E is exponential. So what we will take? What would be my first function? Integrating by parts. I will take my first function as x. Right? So it would be x ex dx. First thing would be keep the x as it is, first function, and integration of the second function minus integrating dx upon dx multiply integration of second function and then completing it x, bracket x. It would be X would be the same, and integration of e power x would be e power x minus integration dy by dx is 1. Multiply e power x, integration would be e power x. We have to integrate it whole. Answer would be x e power x minus e power x, integration would be e power x plus c. So I can leave the answer like this, or even I can write, take the common ex, it would be x minus 1 plus c. My answer, I think, is clear. Easy? Okay. Now let's do the important question. At the time when we would be doing the application, this sort of questions would come up. So you should not waste your time or energy in how to solve it. This is a very common question. You will find it at the time when I will be doing your applications. Log x dx. When the question comes up like this, you will get confused. If dy by dx of log x, you can write it 1 upon x. Or if your integration of 1x can be the log x. But the question comes up by the log x. And then you are confused how to go ahead with. So in this case, simply note this step, which is very important. You are multiplying it by 1. Log x multiply by 1. Right? If we are multiplying by 1, it means now we have the two functions. When we have the two functions, we have to decide which function you have to take it first. In this, we know LAE. Yes or no? We know LAE. In this case, L is log and arithmetic is x. So I can write it as a function, as my first function is a log x. Okay, and solve it. First of all, we will write log x, integrate 1 dot dx minus by the dy by dx of the first function, which is log x, then integration of the second function, and whole integration, right? We can write it log x, and for the x we can write it, well, for 1 by dx, integration of 1 would be x minus integrate dy by dx of log x would be 1 upon x, and integration of x would again be x. It would be dx, as we know. It would be, let me use the x log x minus, it would be 1 dx, means 1. It comes out to be integration of 1 would be x. Or I can write it, leave it the answer like this, or I can write x as a common, then log x minus 1 plus c. Plus c would always be there. Okay? Then this would be your answer. I think it's clear to all and easy also. Right? Let's come to the next one. That is log x power 2. In this is power 2. Integration of it. Again, the same thing, same issues. What we will do it in this, we will multiply it again by the number 1. It will not make much difference. And when we have the two functions now, one of the function is log x, another function is 1. Now, which one you have to take it as a first function? As we know the formula, we know the trick, LAE. This is a sequence of reference. Then first would be the log. Log would be your first function. Then my formula, by putting this formula, it would be, sorry, let me use this now. Log x. This is my first function, and integrating the second function, subtracting, differentiating, bracket start, differentiating dx by the first function, and 1 upon dx would be my second function, and I will differentiate, or I will dx integrate whole. Now, it would be log x whole square, for integration of 1 would be x, minus, when we differentiate, we all know it would be 2 log x, and upon x, we have done in differentiation how to solve this log x whole square. Sorry. How to solve log x whole square. How to differentiate it if it's y. We had already done in differentiation. So it would be like dy by dx would be 2 log x, and then dy by dx of the log x would be 1 upon x. So it comes out to be 2 log x upon x. So same thing which we have kept it. I think it's clear. Now, let's continue with it. Dy by dx of log x whole square would be 2 log x upon x. And for the integration of x is x. And then close it, and because we have to integrate by dx. We can see x we are able to cut. Then it would be x log x whole square minus, it would be an integration of 2 will be outside, an integration of log x dx. Now, you can see we are coming back to the, when I'm saying is a log x, integration of log x is just like the same function which was previously, this same question, log x dx. And we know the answer of it. We can take it from it, or in the exam, if it's not there, you solve it. Okay, solve it in a right hand side on the left side, or in the mainstream also, by multiplying log x by 1 dx, integrating it, and using the again the function 1 and function 2 and solve it. You will get the same answer which we get it above. It would be log x would be x log x minus x, and it would be plus c. Is it clear? X log x whole square minus 2x log x minus minus plus 2x plus c is your answer, final answer. Is it clear? And easy also? Saying in this question, we have the 3 functions. Seems to be there, the 3 functions. One is e power x, another one is 1 plus x, other one is log x ex square. If you see it carefully, you will realize if we keep u as x e power x, and if we will integrate, differentiate it, dy by dx, it would be the multiplication function. First x, then it differentiate, plus differentiate the second, and keep the other one as a 1. Right? Because we have done lots of questions like this in the differentiation part. So ex would be common, and it would be x plus 1. Okay. It would be, I can write it like dx would be du upon e power x, x plus 1, or 1 plus x, whatever. We can write it down. Now, substituting this value in the question, it would be e power x, 1 plus x log, in place of x plus ex, it would be u, and in place of x dx, it would be du upon e power x, x plus 1, or 1 plus x, 1 and the same thing. I think it's clear. If you will see, 1 plus x is cutting from this, we can cut. Right? We are left out with log u du. Integration of log u du. And as you know, in the log u, we have previously, in the last question, we have talked about log u. We have to multiply it by the 1, and we will integrate in the form of the 2 values, or 2 functions. Right? Integration by parts. It can be solved like this. Above we have done it. Let me show you so that you can recall it. Log x dx. It's log u du. One and the same. We'll multiply by 1 and we will solve it. We will get this answer. Right? So the same thing we are getting. And so we know answer would be u log u minus u. This would be plus c. Would be your answer. Because log u minus, multiply by 1 du. We have solved in the previously. So same thing as previous question. As in previous question, we have solved this. Okay. I think it's clear. But now I am replacing it, u, to the original value. U is x e power x log EU x e power x minus x e power x plus c. We can leave the answer over here, or if we can see something is common, I can bring it out. X e power x, it would be log x e power x minus 1 plus c is your answer. I think easy and simple, but the things should strike. And that comes with the practice. Now let's do other question. X square log x dx. Again, we have to decide which one would be my first function and the second function. Again, I just told you we have to decide on the basis of LAE, log, arithmetic, algebraic, and exponential. Over here, log would be the first function and it would be second function. Can I write it like this? It doesn't make much difference. Into x squared dx, it would be my first function, then log x, integration of second function, minus integration of whole bracket start d by dx of first function, which is log x, multiply by integration of second function, which is x square dx, and then bracket close and then dx. We can write it over here. It's a log x square, integration of x square would be x power 3 upon 3 minus integration dy by dx of log x would be 1 upon x, and integration of x square would be x cube upon 3, and it would be the whole dx. Can I write it like x cube upon 3 log x minus under root. If I cut like this, it would be x square. It will be x square upon 3 dx. Integration of x square would be x cube upon 3 log x minus, if I will, 1 upon 3 multiplied by x cube upon 3 plus c, it would be x power 3 upon 3 log x minus x cube upon 9 plus c. I think it's clear. This is an answer. Simple. Now let's try for the another one. It's for the practice. We have to integrate x plus 1 dx. So very simple. Again, we are considering these are the two functions, and we can take any one of it, because they both are a algebraic. Sorry. Okay. Keep it x and integration of x plus 1 power half dx minus root of dy by dx of the first function, which is x, and integration of second function, which is half dx, then total dx. It would be x, integration of half of it would be x plus 1 power 3 by 2, means half plus 1, 3 by 2. It would be 3 by 2 minus integration d by dx would be 1. And the integration of x plus 1, again, it would be x plus 1 power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 by keeping it as dx. We will keep it 2x upon 3, x plus 1, 3 by 2. This 3 by 2 by 3 minus, and then integration of it. Again, this is 2 by 3 will be outside, and I have to integrate x plus 1, 3 by 2, which would be plus 1. It would be x plus 1, 3 by 2 plus 1 would be 5 by 2. And again, it would be 5 by 2 plus c. If I will write it properly, it would be 2 upon 3x x plus 1. Just give me a second. Yeah. X plus 1, 3 by 2 minus, it would be 4. This 2 would come up. 4 upon 5, 3 is a 15. X plus 1, 5 by 2 plus c. I think it's clear. Even we can write it like, if I will take something common out of it, let me take 2. I can leave it over here also, but if you want, I can take something common like 2 x plus 1 3 by 2, I am taking it common. It would be x by 3 minus 2 just give me a second, is 2 the 2 upon 2 upon 15, and it would be x plus 1 would be left out, plus 1. I can do it. Yeah, I can even further solve it if I want. X plus 1, 3 by 2. It would be x by 3. It would minus 2 upon 15x minus 2 upon 15 plus c. Even if I want to leave it over here, or I can take the LCM of the one and the same thing, whatever I feel, I can write it to x plus 1 t by 2. If I take the LCM, it would be 15. It would be 5x, and it would be minus 2x. 5x minus 2 would be 3x minus 2 plus c, right? Or even I can write it in this way, 2 upon 15. It can be 3x minus 2. It can be x plus 1, 3 by 2 plus c. This seems to be simplified one and simple. So that's why I solve it. We can leave it at any of the places. Sometimes we go for the simple simplification mode. This look good. If then the exam you have more time, you feel like at the end you can leave some space and then solve it. But try to finish the other questions first. Okay, do some other question. Let's do. Over here, again, we have the two functions and we have to decide which one would be our first function, LAE. In this one is arithmetic and other is exponential. Arithmetic is this, exponential is this. So let's take arithmetic as the first function. It would be x square e power 5x dx minus keeping integration and dy by dx of the first function, then multiplying by the integration of the second function, dx, closing it, whole dx, it would be x square e power 5x upon 5. If you remember, we have done function at the time of the substitution. We have done it, special function, whatever is multiplying with the x, it would be divided, come in division. Then minus integration, x square, it would be 2x. Again, the same, 5x upon divided by 5 whole square, it would be dx. It would be x square e power 5x upon 5 minus integration of 2 upon 5 integration of x e power 5x dx. Now you see, this is the question. Again, we have the two functions. Just give me a second. This become the two functions, x and e power 5x. Again, you have to go for the by parts. Integration by parts, we will do it. It would be better to solve it as an additional one and then continue, or if you want to continue in the same, it's up to you in the exam. Minus keeping 2 by 5 at the outside and then make the big bracket. Now do which one would be your first function. X would be your first function, being arithmetic or algebraic, and then e power 5x is exponential would be the second function. Is integration of the second function minus integration of the whole dy by dx of the first function, integration of e 5x dx dx whole. No, sorry, I'd already done it. The whole is a dx, right? I can write it as it is, but nothing to do with it. But yeah, I need to solve it further. X e power 5x become again e power 5x upon 5 minus integration of dx by dx would be 1 and integration, differentiation of dx with respect to x would be 1. Integration of e 5x would be 5x upon 5. And this would be the, again, we have to integrate. Right? Now it would be x square e power 5x upon 5 minus 2 upon 5 Let me solve it. It would be x e power 5x upon 5 minus, it would be 1 upon 5 would be outside, and integration of e power 5x again would be e power x upon 5. Yeah, we can make it plus c outside. Then x square e power 5x upon 5 minus, we will open it. It will be 2x e power 5x, 5 5s are 25, minus plus, it would be 2 upon 25, 25 and 5, 125, e power 5x plus c. Can I take the LCM? 125 I can write it, or the way I want to. I can take the, it would be 5 5s are 25, 25, x square e power 5x minus 5 to the 10x plus 2 e power 5x plus c. Can I take it x or a simple? Can I take e power 5x is outside? It would be 25x square minus 10x plus 2, 125 plus c. This would be your answer. I think it's clear and easy also. Make it like this or the way you want to. Okay, now we will go for the integration by fractions after the break of 5 minutes.